you either state or give the impression that you acted appropriately and in accordance with your professional duties at all times. Correct?
That was certainly my intent and my endeavour.
I don't think you identify that any other person did anything wrong.
I don't believe that's my role to judge.
Well, it's not necessarily judging, is it? It's maybe talking about the conduct of others without passing judgment on them. But it's right, isn't it? In your 137 pages, you don't identify that anyone else did anything wrong, other than inadvertently missing the sentence in the Deloitte report.
No, I don't believe I have done that in my witness statement. No, I don't believe I have.
And you don't offer any apology to subpostmasters in your witness statement, do you?
I've certainly tried to in the first paragraph.
Well, let's look
third paragraph.
Let's look at the attempt. Then, is it paragraph 3 on page 2?
Yes.
Let's just read that to ourselves. Was that the attempt at the apology you were referring to?
Yes.
Will you offer deep regret at harm caused by events, rather than harm being caused to subpostmasters by people, or harm being caused to subpostmasters by people in the post office, or even harm being caused to them by the post office? You offer regret that events cause people harm, don't you? Not people cause them harm. Is that as far as you were prepared to go?
No, it was my attempt to summarise what is quite a large undertaking in... Yeah,
you probably thought about this carefully, this paragraph, didn't you?
I hope so. Yes. I thought carefully about I hope I thought carefully about all of my statement. But yes, it's important. I believe it's why we're here.
And that's as far as you're prepared to go. Express regret that events cause people harm.
I mean, I will go so far as to say, if I have caused somebody harm, I'm deeply sorry. That's not why I...
But again, you haven't identified in your statement that you have caused anyone harm or done anything wrong, have you?
No.
You don't identify any reflections or things that ought to have been done differently, do you?
I tried to respond to the Rule 9 request I had.
Yeah.
Sorry,
we ask people whether they have any other reflections they wish to give.
I conclude with a reflection.
Let's look at that. Paragraph 255 on page 131. This is the part of the statement where people address the inquiry's question. Have you any other reflections or things that you wish to say? An open question. And you say you regret the various processes intended to resolve postmasters' civil law-based complaints have not achieved that resolution, and you hope it happens soon. Is that your only reflection?
Actually, I think it's an important one because it's not the only one. I think there is another. But this has gone on a long time, and certainly I can only speak for me, but I would never have wanted this to have lasted this long for anybody involved. I think at the beginning, so back at paragraph 3, I do say I hope this process helps people find closure, and I must say I hope for myself personally too.
Well, thank you for that. Can we take that down from the screen and examine a miscellany of issues before we look at the substance